reduced to 15%. We're still doing that story. That's an erosion of Fox's audience. Then people are going to look at that and go, who's this Hannity clown?
Yeah.
What's he talking about? The president was born here.
So I often talk about how I think the press makes a huge mistake, which they're never going to correct, in taking the Republican Party seriously, because the Republican Party does not have genuine ideology and principles and like, gee, what do they think about the budget or something? No. They're the party officials, representatives, politicians, etc., wholly owned subsidiary of multinational corporations. So, we're going to talk about the budget and the debt here in a second, right? About the actual voters are totally, again, misinformed and in the wrong direction, etc. But the politicians say, well, you know what? We're gonna reduce the deficit, and then they put together a plan that actually puts a $3 or $4 trillion hole in the deficit. Why? Because they actually want to give a huge tax cut to their donors. So now that's the Republican Party officials. The Republican voters, well, they're a different animal, right? And apparently, and didn't used to say this in the past, but now I'm ready to say, given these numbers, apparently they shouldn't be taken seriously either. So they're a fringe, lunatic part of the country. Now, at the same time, you say, well, they win. So how do they win, right?
That's why I don't think you can call 65% of one of the two major parties the fringe.
So a big chunk of the country's lost its mind, right? But so you take these guys who are willing to believe anything. That's why it's a perfect combo, right? So you got these guys who, like, corporations are people, my friend. Okay, I'll believe it. As long as it's against Obama, I'll believe it, right? Yeah. Whatever you need me to believe. Oh, Sheldon Adelson has the best interests of the country in mind? Okay, I'll believe it, right? Oh, Karl Rove is a sweet guy and Obama's an evil guy? I'll believe it, okay? Whatever you need me to believe, I'll believe because I'm a fucking moron, right? So you take that and you combine it with the guys who get bribed by the corporations and the rich, and you have the Republican Party. So, I mean, they should be dismissed out of hand, but luckily, I'm telling you, they're on the wrong side of history. The thing is, the only thing keeping them afloat is the giant amount of money, their enormous life raft of money that they have. Because to me, one of the really important parts of that poll is the independents. Now we'll go through the numbers, then we'll get to what I think about the independents. If you pull out that string from the Republican Party, you get rid of Citizens United or something, Republican Party over-under on it is 3.5 years, and then it's gone.
It'll go away before an election.
Yeah, it's possible. I'm telling you, it's a bunch of lunatics on an island. You pull the string, they're gone. There'll be another party. It's not like conservatism is going to die. Don't get me wrong. There'll be another conservative party, and they'll be rational, and you'll get into debates like you used to in the 1980s with George Will, and things will be fine, and you'll have good debates with people like Ron Paul, Rand Paul, whatever it is, right? But this party is on a, it's a time bomb.
It's not